Well, we want to welcome in our next community guest, Heidi Parr Kerner, joining us today. Welcome to First at 4.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you lovely ladies.
Terrific. And you are a recently published author.
Yes, like just a couple weeks old.
We were saying a newborn,
I know, a
newborn
newborn baby.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Talk about your book. What inspired it?
Well, Step Into Your Spotlight is really about supporting and empowering women to play bigger. You know, I've been a life coach. I'm a former therapist, motivational speaker, seasoned. I've been doing this for over 25 years.
Show your book.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
Show. Thank you. And also, I'm the founder of the Coffee Club Divas, which is a women's empowerment networking group here in Erie, PA. And there's a theme that keeps coming up over and over again with all the women that I work with. They're playing small. But the thing is, it's the culprit, they don't want to. There's something inside of them, like inside their heart, their soul, that's saying, I want something more. I want to play bigger. And it doesn't have to be on stage or Amanda sings at the Warner. I know.
She always plays big.
But it's like a lot of these women, it's like, I want to go for the job interview. You know, I don't know how to stand up and speak up at the PTA meeting. You know, I don't know how to be assertive.
You know, I was just going to say, I was wondering your feedback. Do you think that this is kind of a generational thing? Because I found that once I got over the 50 barrier, that I started to come into my spotlight more. It's like they joke that once you're 50, you don't care anymore, you know? And there is part of that. And I think it's harder sometimes for our younger women to lean in, all those things that we've been hearing in recent years, step into your spotlight. But sometimes when you hit that age barrier, it's just like, yeah, go for it.
It's like,
why not?
But it's interesting because many of us, including myself, were brought up with children are to be seen and not heard.
Right.
So I took that. I was very, very shy growing up. People were like, how are you a motivational speaker now? And I was very shy growing up, but there was something inside of me that I knew that if I stayed as an introvert, which is still my comfort zone, I wouldn't be doing the work that I'm doing today. So a lot of women, though, over 50 or younger than that, a lot of times they have the excuses. I'm too busy. I call it the busy disease, right? Or I have to raise my family, or what would people think of me? So there's all these elements that happen, and I'm like, no, no, no. Because the dream's not going to go away if you feel it inside. So the book is really, after 25 years, I feel like working on it, is a combination of my therapy techniques, and I like to call myself a frustrated actress. I've dabbled in the acting world a little bit, and what I use are a lot of tips that are theatrical to help the women get out of their comfort zone. And I see miracles happen. Like they just for example, one of my tips is to be, who's your role model? And I always said Marie Osmond. Do you know you?
Sure.
Do you know who
yes,
you
I do.
People are like, who's Marie
yes.
Osmond? But I mean, you know, so when I get shy or nervous, or if I'm on TV, what would Marie Osmond do?
What would Marie do?
You know, but you step into a role model. You try something different. Get out of your comfort zone. So using techniques like that, using costumes, dressing differently, it gives women permission. Say, I can do this. I can play bigger.
And long before this book was out, you've been empowering women, like you said, through your therapy, through your speaking, but also through little groups around town. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes.
It's been quite popular.
Yes, thank you. So we have this, just that we have fun with the names, the Coffee Club Divas.
Yes.
Or we call ourselves the Diamond Divas. And what it is, these little groups, again, is the power of, let's take off the mask. Not the COVID mask, okay? But let's take off the mask. What are you hiding? Where do you want to play bigger? Let's give you permission and give you the tools. So in these groups, I call them, and in the book too, 3 sisters. Confidence, charisma, and courage. And I say, you know what? We need these sisters amongst us, because that's what saved me. When I was a shy little girl, I used to watch all the popular girls. And I'm like, I want to be like them. So I stepped into being the role model. And like, how can I act as if I'm confident, even if I don't feel it? How can I have charisma, that smile that we need to be TV ready, right? But it's the courage that gives us inspired action. Because if we do that and we don't step out of our comfort zone with courage, nothing's going to happen.
And where can folks locally get a hold of this
So
beautiful
locally,
book?
it's going to be in Pressed soon,
Okay,
our local
great.
bookstore, and then it's on Amazon. So they can also go to my website to find the book.
All right, Heidi, thank you so
Heidi,
much for
thank
joining us today.
you.
It's a beautiful book.
it really
And step
is.
into your spotlight. It doesn't matter if you're an introvert. You can still do anything you want to do.
I
That's
love
right,
it.
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you
by
so
the way.
much.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.